In this video, we're going to be kicking off our elk series from the 2024 season. Last year we had more action than we've ever had during elk season, so make sure you keep checking back because there's going to be a lot of videos in this series, and we're excited to bring them to you. On this first hunt though, my dad Doug and I are going to be tagging along with my brother Logan, filming him on his first elk hunt. When we were growing up in Ohio, Logan and I both bow hunted. As you can see here, this is a short-haired version of my brother Logan, sometime around 2012. Nope. And there we both are with shorter hair than we got now. But after college, I moved to Iowa and he moved to Minnesota, where he worked for Outward Bound. And in the summers, he would lead canoe trips into the wilderness, and in the winter, he led dog sledding trips into the bitter cold. So he's definitely no stranger to being in less than ideal outdoor conditions. But during that time, he took a bit of a hiatus from bow hunting. He still hunted, but that was mostly with a rifle or a muzzleloader. He made some trips to hunt with me in Iowa and to go turkey hunting with me and my dad, so he was still in the woods, but wasn't necessarily bow hunting. And then in 2022 and 2023, he tagged along on archery elk hunts to try to start to learn some of the differences between elk hunting and deer hunting. Also about that time, he got a new bow set up and he started practicing with plans to one day have a tag and chase elk in the mountains himself. I thought it was really cool how serious he was taking it, doing all that practicing. He also learned a lot by getting that experience hunting with us the seasons before. So last year, when he did finally get his first tag, he was up to bat and we were pretty excited to chase elk. Finally just reached my destination, and tomorrow we're finally going elk hunting again. I just actually finished last year's videos today, so as you're watching me right now, this is the same day as it was when you watched me at the end of one of those videos. Whoa. So this is the 2024 season, and my brother has got his first elk tag. So him and my dad are actually in their ways right now. I'm gonna get up super early and meet him in there in the morning, and actually Grant is parked right beside me, but I think he's asleep already. We'll see you guys in the morning, but it's elk season 2024. Let's go. Welcome to G's lair.
What up?
Nothing.
I was like, damn, over there. I just heard stuff shutting, and then I just saw you sitting on the ground. Yeah, that's it. Well, I still probably got 3 or 4 hours getting ready, so. Got a pretty bad sunburn, too. Not great for the back. I didn't even think you guys were gonna be up. Good to see you. See you. Did you guys hear anything last night? I didn't really hear anything. Yeah, it was just so windy down here. You thought we wouldn't even be up?
I was like, take a look at all time.
Alright, opening day of elk season 2024. This is the first time that my brother will be elk hunting. It's just an exciting time when you get your first elk tag. So last year you guys saw us hunting with Ben and Rich for elk, and then Colin also had that mule deer tag. At least to start the season, we're going to be in a lot of those same areas, so this will be kind of a unique experience to have a little bit of history with an area. Generally, we're going into completely new areas, which we're still going to be doing that this season, but that's for the next elk hunt, so we're going to work our way in here and maybe glass something up, maybe hear something, but either way, here we go. Elk season's starting. Camera stuff, man. First day of season stuff, man.
Yeah, the first day was pretty eventful. We got all the cameras set up, all the microphones set up.
Driving up, I was in the dark, and just as we started up the mountain, right down somebody's driveway, like around the corner, my headlights hit a mountain lion. First mountain lion I've seen. That's a good sign.
What do you think he was up to?
He was looking for an elk. Big bull elk that's headed this way.
It's going hard. I'd be looking for a puppy or something.
Yeah. You just caught me cussing to myself because I was like, did I bring my calls? But I did. I think. looks like there's a bull right there to the left. You can see his antlers sticking up right there. 50 yards. You can see his antlers. It looks like a branch. And just stay out of the sight. He's looking. They're going. They're going. You see us? I don't know. Maybe smell this. The cows knew something was up. They were moving already. I mean, the first hour. Not even. I mean, barely. Like, yeah, I pop up and just saw his antlers. Yeah. And at the time, I was like, just stick by, because I saw her body. And then, yeah, I mean, there's a. Did you see the calf with it? The little one with it. Looked like a pretty huge bull. I mean, if you wouldn't have been paying attention, I probably could have shot right there. I didn't see him when you saw him there. We're 12 yards away. No. No, no. I mean, you were nailing it by going slow over the edge. See, I feel it right there on my back a little bit. Yeah, I bet they picked it up because, I mean, he was looking this way, but he wasn't looking at me, I didn't think. But, like, you know, who knows? Like, I just see darkness, too.
In hindsight, should we have went that way and came in?
I don't know if it would have saved anything. Yeah, we probably should have gone back. Just been like, let's back up and go down and around. Dang. We're in the right spot. God, I was like, am I really about to shoot in the first?
I thought you were.
I know.
I was like certain you were going to get him.
I did too.
I saw his antlers there.
Oh, there's a muley coming through. There's another one coming. It's like wildlife central right now. 2 of them. 3. There's one up there too. 4. 5 total. No. 6, 7. God.
Males.
Tons of them. It's a good litmus test for me. I wasn't really even that nervous. I'm sure as soon as my release would have went on the string, I would feel differently, but I was like, yeah, I feel alright. I feel good about this.
You did a pretty good job sliding up here.
Yeah, I mean, I think he knew something was up, it felt like. He was bedded down right there too,
That's
right by that log. Like he was pretty chill. I guess we should have thought about that. I'm like, he's on the ground. We'll just take our time a little bit more. And it's the first hour.
I just thought that like it was gonna be easy to slide.
Yeah, I mean, he could have walked up too. Like, I could have just sat here and he could have walked right out here at 5 yards broadside trying to split these logs or something to get up here. Well, should we go tell them what we saw? Two cows, a bull, a calf, 2 mule deer, and 8 turkeys. Bull. No, we get 50. Like as soon as we popped up there, he was up. When I first saw him here, he was laying down. I could just see his antlers, and we could see the cows milling around over here. You know, he snuck up behind that bush. By the time we got up there, he was up, and he was like, he wasn't looking at us, but he knew something was up.
The wind it's for the most part going like this.
In retrospect, we said we should have dropped back, and so, like he's laying down.
We might have been able to call to him.
I had no idea what you guys were looking at.
Huge bowl. Just a couple of cows and a huge one.
Big enough that like once I realized it wasn't a stick that I was looking at, it was antlers. I was like, it's time
He's
to
already
knock.
got like totally black or dark
blacked
antlers.
out.
Like
They just knew something was up.
They'll be somewhere in this hemisphere. I would imagine there's more than just him though.
No. We're going after him.
Setting the sights on him.
We're targeting him.
That's his bed. Oh, that's his bed right there. You can see there's kind of a tiny bit of a path. Got over this turkeys. 36 yards.
I know.
I got 32. Yeah. See, there's totally a chance he could have seen us right there. He would have had to have been like, huh? And looked up at it, but it could have happened. Here too. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, you are skyline if your head pops up. I mean, I tried to stay in. You know. I know, so.
We could have dropped off there, off the back, and then came in this way and just tried to call to him.
Had all this dark woods to our background. But nice. Once you're in shooting range, I don't think you should go out of shooting range unless you sit there for like an hour and a half and watch it. How should we analyze it? 25 more minutes or... No way. Oops. Seems real promising. Beaten down trail. We're gonna get back on the side hill and start working our way on the bench that is on the other side of this ridge. One of the things that we did last year a lot was just walk on the top, casting calls off to the side, trying to get bulls to respond by bugling. And when we were doing that, we had bulls come in silently. So to try to plan for that a little bit better, we're gonna go try to get more on their level, get the wind in our favor, and just work into the wind, stopping at places that we think elk are gonna be bedded. Pretty much trying to find the flattest benches with the thickest dark timber. And then we're just gonna try a calling setup, give it a half hour or so, and then keep moving. Probably try to do 2 or 3 of those this afternoon, and then if we haven't heard anything by prime time, we can always reevaluate and try something else if we need to. But I also forgot to mention, we lost Grant. He went back. He had to work tomorrow, so he was only gonna be able to pull off part of a day. But we're happy to have got to spend part of the day with him. maybe if we're lucky, he'll get some time to come back before the hunt's over, but also at the same time, hopefully the hunt's over because we get one.
That afternoon we covered a lot of ground and we made multiple calling setups. And as I'm making these videos, I thought it might be worthwhile to define what calling setup means to us rather than just assume those of you watching know what we mean. I also think it's important to note that we don't always make a calling setup when we're elk hunting. Sometimes we move and call, sometimes we're bugling from high points just to try to locate a bull, but the first thing that we're prioritizing when we're making a calling setup is the wind. If you're not in a spot where the wind's working in your favor, then all these other steps don't really matter. So throughout the hunt, we're constantly checking the wind. By the time we're dropping down a level to get on the benches where we want to make these calling setups, we've got an idea which way the predominant wind is coming from that day. And then we're also going to factor in which way we think the thermals are going to be pulling. So for example, throughout the morning, in the middle of the day when the sun's coming up and warming up the hillsides, if we're working south to north and the predominant wind is coming from the north and we're on a bench that's on the east side of that ridge, we can assume that the predominant wind is going to be still pushing the wind from the north to the south. But since the sun is heating up the eastern facing slope that we're working down, we can assume that the wind is going to be pulling up as well, creating a wind that's coming out of the northeast. We've noticed a lot of times if you get down a level on that bench where you expect the elk to be, it's going to be pulling a little bit differently because of the thermals. In that same spot in the evening, when the thermals are starting to pull down, the wind's more likely to be coming out of the northwest, because as the sun sets to the west, that east-facing hillside is going to be shadowed earlier, and those thermals will start to pull down, and paired with that predominant wind, it's more likely to come out of the northwest. There's tons of variables to pay attention to. It's not always that simple, but generally that's our basic rule of thumb when we're trying to play the wind to our advantage. The next thing that we're trying to prioritize when we're making these setups is just being around bedding areas, targeting flat benches where we're suspecting elk are bedding because we've either seen them there or we're just seeing a lot of fresh sign that's telling us that they have been using the area. And once we pick that spot, we're generally trying to get pretty good cover. The reason is we've had elk come in silent, and if you don't have a lot of cover and you're moving around a little bit, it could be pretty easy to get picked off by an elk moving through, especially if they're coming in looking at where you're calling from. Once we do start calling, we're trying to imagine a group of elk moving through the timber and trying to mimic the sounds that we've heard them make. We may just start slow by breaking some sticks and making some cow calls, and then just pausing for a few minutes, listening to try to see if anything's getting stirred up within that bedding area. Eventually, we'll start to make it sound like there's a bull there as well. We'll start with raking, and then eventually start making some light bull sounds with the call. Generally, it's some groaning or some just heavy breathing through the tube, and then eventually we may throw some bugles in there as well. But early season like this, these calling setups have become a new tool in our toolbox, and there's a couple of reasons that we started doing it. Number one is, like I mentioned earlier, we've seen bulls come in silent, and also just from learning from other hunters. We're still pretty new to this elk hunting thing, so we're definitely paying attention to people that have a lot more experience than us and just trying to pull different tactics and ideas from them.
We just made a major drop off down to the creek, and it's barely flowing. It's so dry in this area that we're going to be putting the filters to the test here. Logan said he's thinking, and he's got some ideas, but we'll see what we can do with the filters here. What do you think? I think we're going to have to like scoop it into bags, like we're going to have to use a cup. Not like divvy it into there. Which you're right, it's going to take some time for sure.
I don't think the hard part is as much the filtering, actually. It's more just the filling the bag.
I think if we get up to that first level, it's going to be easy. I think it's all going to be easy, as long as you keep that in your mind. Just like you said, easy. didn't feel like we're in the wrong spot though. I mean, good sign all day. Oh yeah. I've had worse first days in areas.
We just, as soon as we got the camera, one just did a little chuckle down in there. Not terribly far away.
Tomorrow will be a little cooler. Beautiful. We gotta walk out of here before he walks up on us. Morning of day 2. Yesterday, obviously we had that actually really close call with a bolt right out of the gate. And then the whole rest of the day, we kind of just still hunted through bedding areas and tried calling setups. I feel like one of the things that we learned last year, having hunted earlier in the season than we had the previous 2 or 3, was that sometimes bulls are gonna come in silent. It's just something that we hadn't experienced a whole lot of up to that point, so it was interesting to watch that footage again this summer, just kind of relive those hunts. And one of the adjustments that we talked about that we wanted to make was that we wanted to get in on some of those benches where we thought the elk would be bedding and just try calling setups just out of sight of those spots. But all of yesterday we didn't hear a bugle, which, you know, was kind of what we expected, until very last light. We were getting ready to leave and we heard a bull chuckle, so we're gonna head back towards that area this morning and hopefully we can either hear bulls bugling or just get in there and try one of our calling sequences and have something come in. It's definitely a little chilly, so maybe that'll get them going, but either way, I'm pretty fired up. Took me a minute to wake up because I'll be honest, I'm pretty dang sore. Let's hunt. Morning. What's your prediction? Good. I mean, we saw him yesterday. We heard that one. I think we're doing the right thing by going back there. We haven't seen anything. I think it's going to be a good morning out all the way out to that point. He's not here.
We found that rub yesterday pretty close to here, didn't we?
Yeah, I think like this way.
Timber looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, it does. When we get right to the edge, we should really take our time and rest for a minute. Or we rest here for a little bit too. It feels good here. It's like windy and cooler in the shade. And that valley where we...
House ball.
Yep. Where do you think that was right there?
Yeah. Well, I'll sit here for a little bit. I mean, it sure sounded like a bull.
I would think, but I don't know that for sure. What do you think about blowing the bugle?
I think I'm okay with that, but I think maybe we should go somewhere where we're not, like, right out on the side. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like what we heard was an elk.
Up there. finally leaving this spot. We've been sitting here for probably almost 2 hours. We thought we heard a bugle. I was recording for that. I've watched it. It sounds like one, but we're not totally sure what it was. Then a little bit later, we kind of heard a groan. It sounded like maybe it was that way, which is the complete opposite way of where we thought the original bugle was. So we're not really sure if we're just hearing things or if there's actually a bull bugling somewhere. But what we're gonna do is go up here, get into a little bit better spot where we're not as exposed. Maybe try a little bit of calling and maybe he'll respond. If not, we'll probably keep moving and try to find one that's bugling and revisit this area if we're not finding anything later. Probably only gonna get better from here though. That's what I like about the afternoons is they just keep getting better.
We're only doing easy, shaded walking the rest of the day.
Seems pretty realistic.
Surprised. I think maybe we should just sneak up a little bit further. Now that we're on this elevation, I think we can potentially run into elk at any point, really. I mean, always, but more so than the open, sunny patch back there. You can see that they've been in here too. Yeah. You didn't ask, but this is where I wanted you to call it, right in here.
That would have been pretty nice. Straight out in front of us, walking right to left. Do you see him? What do you think? He stopped in there. I'm just wondering if we can try to get over here to the left without him seeing us. Back, we might have to go back. Get in this little ditch. Yeah, I like the ditch. You don't see him anymore, do you? Maybe just heard him. Keep your eyes up and let me know if I need to stop. I saw one just walking from right to left, about 100 yards left. I think if we get up here, you might be able to call them. Right? If you call down here. That's what I was thinking. I'll just stay in the ditch no matter what. Yeah. Wind's going. Yeah, so I think we should move up that way. He seemed calm, didn't he? I saw his butt. Yeah. He seemed like he was just walking. Yeah. Just keep your eyes
Why are you so close to me?
They registered. Right here. Yeah. Maybe every once in a while still hear it talking up there. Hey, I see him to the left. Coming up to the hard left. Hard left. He's coming.
I don't see him.
Did you see him?
How far was he?
50 probably.
So he's up on the hill there.
Yeah. Like right here. You might end up coming down here.
I should have up to that tree.
No, I think he's too close. There, I just saw his antler move.
Tell me when. I mean,
More to your right. More to your left. Right there. He's just looking downhill.
I still see him.
Stop wouldn't have blocked him, I would have shot him at 45. Really? No. There's no, he was looking right at us. There's no way.
Unless you were standing and just had it perfectly. But he was even kind of a step quarter too.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a good idea. It actually felt like he was looking right at me, which it like always feels that way. But
that was a heck of a rush.
It was. I was definitely getting worked up. Getting tunnel vision. It felt good, but I think the longer he stood right there, the more I was like, I gotta like blink some.
There's a part of me that wonders if like we can get up to where
I know.
Kind of where we last saw him.
All that is like blocking him.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm willing to try it. Let's go up there. We lost him when he's playing this, then came back out on the rocks. Yep. Got my sights set to kill. The Stalk. We just called Dad back up here. We're gonna probably try to regroup, maybe give it a little bit of time. It seems like he just worked back that way, so we may just head that way here in a little bit, but I think we can just assume that he kept working on that elevation. This is all pretty flat up above us here. We'll see. Did you see him? Like right here, right? Did you guys see him come down? Oh, yeah. We are 45 minutes. He stopped and just kind of looked around and went back. Yeah. He went like right there, yeah. It looked like he was going back up. Until I just got 2 glimpses of him. I think he was like right in here for like 10 minutes. Looking down under it. wondered when you were gonna start calling.
Think he smelled you? I just don't know if he didn't smell anything and that weirded him out. I don't know. Did you hear him coming or? When I bugled, it was like pretty quickly after I bugled. That's when we finally heard him. Is he a nice one?
Oh, yeah. You'll see it soon enough.
I got so much footage.
10 quality minutes of him standing in the same spot. I said to Zach, I was starting to get like, I gotta blink some. Like, I'm just staring at this thing. I had just ranged 20 where I thought he was gonna walk. And it like looked like he was about to wheel down.
You thought he was gonna go right down?
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
were you guys?
That little cluster of blue spruce.
Yeah.
Right there.
And for the longest time, it was like, everything's right.
Any second.
I almost called to him when he was standing there because I'm like, we need something because the wind was perfect. Everything was perfect. I don't think I like that. Yeah. All he wanted was confirmation before he went down there. He just never got it. And then, like I said, I don't know if that putting his nose up was like just enough getting to him. I don't know. But he never, I think if he would have smelled us, he would have rained.
I think so too. I don't think
What was the wind doing when you were down there? Honestly, coming right from him to us for the most part.
I don't think he did. I just don't think you're right. I think he would have ran.
It's all silent. He never made him. Never. Just 2 close calls now. Which is okay. 2 close call every day.
2 for 2.
We need to get 2 a day. Was it mega meat?
Had to be.
There's a lot of fresh rubs in here. I see like 5
The ground's just tore up too. Like something's been smoking. Dive down here.
Yeah. I see 2 bulls. Oh, they're mega meats. Gotta be big enough. I saw 2 black dots, but I don't see them right now. I would focus on trying to figure out where they're at on the map. As soon as you get eyes on them. One looks pretty big. Yeah, the one up front. He's a nice one. Yeah. And not that that matters to us at all. Both be pretty big.
So which one's the target?
It's mega and meat, dude.
The one that comes into bowing.
Yeah. He's locked in on us, dude. We might as well not even go after him.
They are going this way, so maybe it does make sense to get here and go inside to in on them.
Yeah.
Play the wind once we're over there. And it's gonna be probably the fastest to get closer to them. And we still got a little bit of daylight here, so I think we just want to find somewhat of an open band of timber. We spotted 2 bulls across the valley here. They're just feeding. They're kind of angling side hill, maybe up a little bit, but we're just diving down. We got, I think, about 2 hours. So just we're going for it pretty aggressive. That way, make sure we got enough time. Once we're on
spruces. Yeah. They both went right through there. Really? It kind of seemed like they did this a little bit. Yeah. Or they're just like right there still. We can't see. It's about 40, 45 toward there, or where I saw them was. Let's just call it back out there. That was him down lower there. That's pretty cool to watch him do that, like, the bark. Yeah. Yeah, he was frustrated.
I think he could hear us and assume we were another elk, but because
He was looking right at us.
Yeah. But he couldn't see us, and I think we just had enough cover with the pines.
Yeah, and it's dark enough. Thought about slinging one over the ravine, but it just didn't feel right. Now let's go, because we're still kind of where he might pop back out there and look right at us.
Or in our wind.
Yeah, just be a dumb.
Oh, you could see you had to be close. But there are two there.
One we saw really well. He like came out and he was the one that was like barking, doing that like, and then just for like a split second, one went through, quick little lane, another shot through. I couldn't even tell if the other one was a bull, but based on what we saw. Oh, you did see him both?
I didn't know if you guys saw them both.
No.
It had to be those two. Well,
Did you film them ever?
I did. It's our cameraman. I was working on that so hard that I walked away and let the camera had to go back again. It was close. I mean,
Consider we were caught over there
on that top knob, and we got within 60 yards. I mean, it's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, let's go.
They're just up here.
We definitely.
Let's get up back.
Let's go.
He's not happy with us.
All of a sudden I looked down and I saw a bunch of elk tracks crossing the road, so we turned around and confirmed it, and sure enough, there's just a whole bunch of elk tracks crossing right here.
About to pop out.